Did you know that 2025 is bringing some of the biggest travel rule changes in years? If you're not prepared, you could end up stuck at an airport, missing your flight, or even being denied entry to your destination. These aren't small adjustments, they're game changers. But don't worry, if you know what's coming, you'll glide through these changes like a pro. Today, we'll break down 5 new travel rules that will impact millions of people. And trust me, the last one might just save your next trip. Stick around because this could be the difference between a smooth journey and a travel disaster. Picture this, you're finally heading to your long-awaited vacation. You pack your bags, check in at the airport, and make your way to security. Passport tucked away because it's just a domestic flight. But then TSA stops you. Your ID isn't good enough. They shake their head. And just like that, your trip is over before it even begins. Starting May 7, 2025, Homeland Security stated that every traveler over 18 flying within the United States must have a real ID-compliant driver's license or an alternative form of identification, like a passport. This rule has been in the works for years, but now it's finally here, and millions of Americans still don't have the right ID. It's a small detail that can create big problems. Many assume their regular driver's license is enough, only to realize at the airport that it's missing a tiny gold star in the top right corner. That small symbol is what separates those who board from those left behind. If you don't have it, TSA won't let you through security. The process to upgrade is straightforward, but time is running out. If your license doesn't have the required star, you need to head to your local DMV. Bring proof of identity, like a birth certificate or passport, along with your social security number and 2 documents verifying your address. But don't wait until the last minute. DMV offices will be packed as the deadline nears. Imagine standing in line at the airport watching your plane take off without you. The stress, the frustration, the wasted money, it's all avoidable. A simple trip to the DMV now could save you from a nightmare later. You've been dreaming about visiting Europe for months. Maybe you're picturing the Eiffel Tower lighting up at night, a peaceful gondola ride through the canals of Venice, or a breathtaking sunset on a Greek island. You've booked your flights, packed your bags, and head to the airport excited for the adventure ahead. But at the check-in counter, the airline staff delivers crushing news. You can't board your flight. Starting mid-2025, travelers from visa-free countries, including the US, Canada, and Australia, must apply for approval before entering the Schengen zone. According to the European Union, this isn't a visa, but it's not optional either. It's called ETIAS, European Travel Information and Authorization System, and without it, airlines won't let you on the plane. The process is simple, but only if you do it ahead of time. You'll need to fill out an online form with your passport details, answer a few security questions, and pay a €7 fee. Most applications are approved in minutes, but if there's an issue, like a mistake in your passport number, or if you get flagged for extra review, you could be waiting days or even weeks for approval. Many travelers make the mistake of assuming they can apply last minute, but imagine realizing at the airport that you needed ETIAS before checking in. No approval means no trip. That romantic European getaway? Cancelled. To avoid disaster, apply at least 10 days before your departure. The good news? Once approved, ETIAS is valid for 3 years or until your passport expires. So if you're planning multiple trips to Europe, you only need to do this once. And if you're wondering where to apply, always use the official ETIAS website. Scammers are already setting up fake sites to steal traveler information. Europe is waiting for you, but only if you're ready for this new rule. By now, you can see how these new rules could completely change the way we travel. But we're just getting started. There are even bigger surprises ahead. Before we move on, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you're finding this information helpful, subscribing will make sure you never miss another important update. Now, let's get back to it. You double-check your passport before heading to the airport. It's still valid for another 5 months, so you assume you're good to go. But when you reach the check-in counter, the airline agent shakes their head. You're told you can't board your flight. Confused, you check your passport again, only to realize you've made a costly mistake. Many countries are now enforcing stricter passport validity rules, and that 5-month buffer, it's not enough. Starting in 2025, many destinations, especially in Europe, now require that your passport remains valid for at least 3 to 6 months beyond your departure date. Visa Guide made it clear that even if your passport doesn't expire until later in the year, you might still be denied entry. Some travelers find out too late, standing helpless at the airport while their plane takes off without them. Others get stuck in a frustrating last-minute scramble to renew their passport, only to face long processing delays, especially during peak travel seasons. The simplest way to avoid this nightmare is to check your passport expiration date well in advance. If it's due to expire within the next year, renewing it early is the safest bet. A few months of extra validity could mean the difference between a smooth trip and a canceled one. Picture this: you finally land in your dream destination after a long flight. You're exhausted but excited, ready to start your vacation. You wait at the baggage carousel, watching bags tumble onto the belt one by one. Minutes pass, the crowd thins, and then reality sinks in. Your luggage is missing. In 2025, airlines are handling more passengers than ever before, which means the risk of lost baggage is at an all-time high. But this time, travelers have a powerful tool at their disposal. As noted by ABC News, luggage tracking technology is taking center stage, and major airlines are now fully supporting smart tracking devices like Apple AirTags and Tile. This means travelers can monitor their bags in real time using their smartphones, eliminating the dreaded uncertainty of a lost suitcase. Airlines are also introducing digital bag tags, making it easier to track checked luggage throughout its journey. These electronic tags connect directly to your flight information, reducing errors that often lead to lost luggage. Some airlines are even integrating their systems with these smart devices, allowing passengers to check a bag's location before reporting it missing. Despite these advancements, lost luggage remains a possibility. Keeping essentials like medications, a change of clothes, and important documents in your carry-on is always a smart move. But with better tracking options, the days of endlessly calling customer service and hoping for updates may finally be coming to an end. Flight cancellations and delays have always been a traveler's worst nightmare. Nothing is more frustrating than arriving at the airport only to find out your flight has been canceled, with little explanation and no immediate solution. In the past, passengers were often left scrambling, stuck waiting on hold with customer service or struggling to rebook flights on their own. That's all changing in 2025. New airline regulations are rolling out, giving passengers more protection than ever before. Business Insider reported that refunds for canceled or significantly delayed flights will now be processed automatically, eliminating the long waits and endless back and forth with airlines. Travelers who experience disruptions will also have access to faster rebooking options, with many airlines allowing passengers to switch flights directly through their mobile apps before they even speak to an agent. For those flying to or from Europe, the EU's compensation policies are also getting stricter, meaning airlines will be held accountable for delays that leave passengers stranded. The bottom line is that travelers will no longer have to fight as hard for their rights they deserve. But to fully benefit from these changes, knowing your passenger rights ahead of time is key. A few minutes of research could mean the difference between a stressful cancellation and a smooth, hassle-free recovery. So there you have it, 5 major travel rule changes in 2025 that every traveler needs to know. From new ID requirements and pre-approved entry systems to stricter passport rules, smart luggage tracking, and automatic refunds. These updates are set to reshape the way we travel. Staying ahead of these changes means fewer surprises, fewer delays, and a smoother journey every step of the way. If you've made it this far, you're already more prepared than most, but there's still more to know. If you found this helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more essential travel updates. And don't go anywhere. Up next, we're diving into 10 countries where illegal immigrants in the US are coming from. See you in the next video.